5, 4. Hey there, it's Brian Sebastian, Movie Reviews and More, Worldwide TV Network, the Women's Broadcast TV Network, iTunes 247, and we're back for show number 3 because we didn't know we were going to really do show number 2, but we had so much fun we had to do show number 3 now because 2 more of the co-hosts came in. So I want to start with everybody, and I'm going to do the introduction this time. I got to start with birthday girl coming up soon, Victoria Renne Hand, because she's married. And the thing about Victoria, she's a well-known singer, better than you were probably known, and she's sung at places as like the NAMM convention, the biggest music convention in Anaheim, and actually in the world. She has almost 2 million views on our shows that we shot on 3 shows right now out of the 5 that we did out of Tennessee. So she is a social media influencer for TV and radio, and she's been one of our hosts for a long time. And then, so with that, we're going to go over to Anna. I almost said Anna Petrova. So Anna Whalan. So let's go here. Miss Russia, LA. Miss Russia, LA Court.
Miss Russia, California. States. Miss Russia, United States.
Exactly. You know,
you're all of the Miss Russias. All the
traveling Brazil, Miami, Russia, Hong Kong. Pilates, yoga, martial arts.
Cool.
Do you sing too? I don't even know. Maybe.
I mean, with me, it's like you can name things, and I'm gonna tell you if I did it or not, but probably I did it.
Exactly. And then we're gonna go to Miami. We have to start with Nathasha because I wouldn't be doing all this without Nathasha or Tasha. So she's a singer-songwriter. She does promotions for radio out of Miami. But also, she has her latest video coming up, and through my friend John Stewart out of there, she has other things coming up. So Miami's an important place, even though they have flooding coming up and climate control coming up. It's still an important market down there. And then with that, we got to go over to Amanda and Spencer because they were on my radio show that I started in Costa Mesa. So I was glad she came down, and they got a great product. So what I really want to do with them is I really want to help everybody do what they're doing. Because if I can do it with Victoria, with all the stuff that we've done, and she hung around, I can do it with Anna, I can do it with Nathasha, and I can do it with Giselle, but also with Spencer and Amanda. So our goal, and my personal goal, is to help everybody doing what they're doing because it's easy for me to do. So with all that said, let's have fun. So yeah. Victoria,
cue party music.
Victoria, you got to do this. You got to sing or something because I know you haven't sung to anybody. So sing to us.
What? Just like sing? Do you sing what?
Absolutely. Sing me something.
Okay. What do you want to hear?
Your latest song.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sing.
Well, you put her on the
on demand. It's really hard to do things on demand, right?
He was playing Shout when I answered the Zoom call, so now I have like wedding music in my head. Who listens to Shout when they're not in a wedding? I don't know, but I'm into it. I like it. All right. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness everywhere. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. I don't know why I sang that.
Hey, that's good. All right, talk about your experience when you sang at NAMM a couple years ago. What was
when I did what?
On the stage because they didn't know you were on that stage. Tell them about that experience for you.
Wait, sorry, I couldn't hear. Which experience?
When you sang at NAMM convention.
Oh my God, that was so cool. So I had the honor of singing Only Happy When It Rains for the original singer from Garbage. And it was pretty intense because it's like one thing to cover a song and it's another thing to cover a song in front of thousands of people and most of the audience are like legendary. And then like the original singer in the audience. It's like a little nerve-wracking, like a little bit. And so she was actually really awesome. She was so sweet, very gracious, and she was being honored, surely. And Ronnie Spector was there, and Brian, who else was there? Oh, I sang
there were thousands. Steve Vai was there. There were thousands of people there. And you know, me and 3 of the other co-hosts, we were in the back. We were like, go Victoria. It was exciting to see. It was really good to see.
It was so fun. It was, my favorite part probably of the whole thing was getting to play with Beyonce's house band.
That's right.
Because
that's awesome.
That was amazing. And her artistic director was there, and it was just like, man, it's like, it's hard to come back from that, you know, because that's like a level of professionalism that's just really hard to come by. Like working with other people, like I've worked with other people and I enjoy it so much. And it's just really cool to have seen and being able to experience how they do it at that level. Just like, hey, we're going to do this here. Learn it now. Okay, cool. And then like do this, but bring this part up and that part down. Okay. And like, they don't have to correct it again. Like that's it. They get it the first time. It's amazing. Yeah. They're incredible.
The musicality, like the it's just wild.
And it's amazing. They're really gifted. I mean, there's a reason they are where they are.
And then you have a new song. What you sang a song for St. Jude's, and then you have something on Spotify now, right?
I did. Yeah. I sang, I have a song called A Better Tomorrow that's partnered with St. Jude. All the proceeds go to St. Jude Children's Hospital. And
what number did it go to?
I have no idea. In regards to what?
Your song went to number 2. She doesn't know. I know these things.
It did?
Brian is
that's why I'm telling you.
He's like the hype man.
I'm filling in the blanks of Victoria what she doesn't know. I have to remind her that she's a social media influencer.
You know what I do is I make the art and I do the thing, and then I just like, it's like I put it out and I turn around and run away. You know, it's like I don't watch the numbers, so I didn't know it went to number 2. That's awesome. Yay.
All right, Nathasha, let's go to you. Since you're another singer out of Miami, let's talk about your song.
Well, so I'm a new artist. Like I just started my music career professionally. So I'm in the Latin pop. Like I'm starting to do songs that are bilingual because that's like a new trend that you sing English and Spanish in the same song. So I just took out like a couple weeks ago my first single, so like my first baby, called Gozala, which is it's all Spanish, but it's like the vibes are very like, you know, kind of enjoy your life, like do what you gotta do, like don't let anybody hold you back. So it's a very fun song, and I did it with Brian's friend John, who I met through Facebook because he was trying to find a Latin singer to sing a country song he had written. And then we connected, and he really saw like potential and was like, hey, like, you know, I have some Spanish songs that I want you to listen to, and let's see if we can create that vibe and see where it goes. And now I'm here. Now I'm zooming.
Sing me something. Guys. Sing us something in Latin.
I'll sing part of the song that I have out now. Okay. So it goes, a gozar esta vida sin mirar atrás, este baile puede ser el último de mí, gózala, gózala, vacilar, vacilar, gózala, y vacilar, So that's like the little
it's like a thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
nice.
You guys can find that everywhere, like on Spotify, Apple Music. You can search Gozala or my name, Nathasha Rumbos, which has a silent H after the T. Fun fact.
Anna, let's talk about you. Anna's a worldwide traveler, done everything.
Oh yeah, I've done everything. I mean, I'm a dancer. Most of my life, I'm a dancer. I'm a performer. I put together choreographies. I'm in pageantry. I am a bartender. Well, not really relevant today, but I am currently studying to be a real estate agent, and at the same time, I'm kind of exploring. I'm kind of exploring this new media stuff with the live broadcasting, and I'm actually right now recruiting talent for an app called Live Me. It's an app where people can go on and be live and receive presents. Virtual presents that they can turn into cash. So like anyone can go there and anyone can like pretty much make money and cash it out in PayPal.
I've heard about this.
Yes, but the interesting part about this for performers is that Live Me actually recruits and creates agencies around the world who then cast actual performers and talents who, if they commit enough time every day to this, which is not much time. I talked about it yesterday with Nathasha and with Brian. Then they get a salary from the agency on top of what they're already making. And one of my best friends, she's actually making her living like that for the past year. And we called each other recently. She's now in Argentina, and she told me like I'm like, what do you do? How do you make money? She's like, oh yeah, like for the past year, I've only been doing that. And she's not a professional singer. She's just like good energy. You kind of hang out with people, right? Because it's like for people who are slightly socially awkward, so like they feel like they're hanging out with you. So for performers, I feel like it's a really new, wonderful media where they can express their talents and just really like shine in this time right now during quarantine and make money. Because I'm pretty sure, like, I know, right? Like I abandoned the gig life a while ago, but I remember how it is, and I don't know what people do right now who have like their gig life is their life, is their income, it's gone, right? So like yeah, I'm really interested in that, and I'm recruiting talent like that. So
but before that, when she came over from Russia, going to New York, Miami, Brazil, Hong Kong, she ended up entering pageantry. So you got to talk about how you ended up to Miss Russia LA.
Well, I actually started pageantry when I was back in the day when I was like 16, and I did my first pageant that was modeling contest, Supermodel of the World, the Russian contest, and then Miss Universe Russian finale. But then I kind of shifted into like different directions, right? Yoga and like all of those things. And then I graduated the film school and I got behind the camera. But then after I was invited to the Bachelor Russia, I kind of like shifted back to in front of the camera. And when I came back from Russia from the show, I saw that they are rehearsing, and I called Lika because I knew Lika back from in 2014. I was performing there with a singer. I was dancing and choreographing. So I called her, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we're actually one of the girls is not going to be a part of this anymore, so we have a space." And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, that's fun, that's cool. And then like I won Miss Russian LA, totally having fun. And then I got into Miss Russian California, got into Miss Russian United States, and yeah, it was a fun 3-year journey.
Domino effect of momentum. I love it.
Yep, exactly.
So Amanda and Spencer, since you know that, now that gives you a great idea of what you can create with them, of what their different brands and their outreach may be. Talk about, Spencer, talk about where you came from before you met, Amanda.
Okay, well, before I met Amanda, I actually started my own clothing line, line couture, women's gowns and clothing.
Great designer.
Yeah, have been doing that for years. My background academically is psychology, minor in German, concentration in education, all that kind of good stuff and everything, whatever. So visual merchandising, done visual merchandising for American Apparel when it was open. I was a visual merchandiser for the New York City area. I did visual merchandising for American Eagle at one point. So I've had a pretty diverse background in fashion. I have a couple of clients that like Mavis Swan Poole. She tours all over, the artists that you have who are American based, but they're like blown up overseas in other countries. Like Mavis Swan Poole, I've designed for her, a couple of other different people and everything. So, but prior to meeting Amanda, this is what we were doing, and then we got there because we saw each other's collection, and we were like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Your shit is cool. Your shit is cool. Oh, word. Let's do something together. And then here we are.
Amanda, so how did you, before you met Spencer, what was happening with you?
So, out of college, I was a fine arts major, and I always thought that I always was an artist, still am an artist, but I always thought I'd get into a different version of the fine arts field, maybe work at a museum, and I was doing curating a lot of shows in art throughout the city. But just for fun, a friend and I started making clothing. We called the line Lolli Popitt, which satirically is a drag name. And we started dressing drag queens, but we would go out with them and wearing this crazy clothing. We'd go to fashion shows.
Fun.
Yeah, and it was really just because this was, I don't want to say like how long, but time ago. And we created these kind of crazy, like fantastical, fairy tale, goofy, insane outfits. We'd have makeup artists come do our makeup and go out with drag queens to parties. So I hate to say it, but it started from going to these parties. But at that time,
why would you hate it? It sounds like so much fun.
it was fun. It was fun. And it was it was actually like while I was graduating college. So it was like just at the end, then everybody graduated, kind of like hanging for a little bit. But I mean, my company at 20 companies do, so I guess it was a very little bit of the hanging. And so we would wear these outfits out. There wasn't Instagram at the time. Facebook, you weren't even allowed to have a company Facebook page. You would get shut down. It was only for like college students and stuff like that. It was during that time. But people would get their information a little later than that. But people would get their information on blogs, and they'd get their information on party newsletters. They'd go to like Guest of a Guest. They go to different big New York City photographers' websites to see like where you were at. Fashion Week websites, Anna Wintour information, Fashionista, Stylecaster. I can name a million of them. Wear Daily. And they get their information about fashion and partying and all that stuff there. And somehow, because of, you know, being with drag queens and everything, we were photographed and printed up, or I guess a lot of online printed, even though physically, and online, and seen wearing this stuff and other, I guess it was friends at the time, wearing this stuff. And somewhere it was posted that Lolli Popitt was a clothing brand, which it wasn't. And because of that, people started to want it. And we weren't going to say no. So without any sort of experience in anything fashion-wise other than fun and being creative people, we started producing a clothing line of dresses. We named it Lolli Popitt. What I have now is a completely different business. I just revived the name. But it was really fun, and I learned about fashion. I broke off from that girl. I started dressing people for award shows like the AMAs, the Grammys, a million other shows, lots of celebrities, lots of singers. I don't know, Quentin Tarantino got some stuff for his friends. And all of this was just totally fun.
Sure.
But it wasn't like a money-making sustainable thing, because crazy one-off dresses, I thought, couldn't become that. So in between doing other things, I stopped fashion. I'm going to make this a little quicker. And during the dresses, that's the time that I met Spence. We were making them together. And then we kind of did our own things. And 4 years ago, I decided to pull together a lingerie line with a technology end. And that's when I reconnected with Spencer, and we started figuring out what the concept would be. I started working a lot on the tech end and the fundraising. We traveled kind of around the world, sourcing materials, sourcing factories, trying to figure out how we can even do this. And the first order of inventory came sort of recently in January. So it's really exciting to see it like in a tangible form come to fruition, and what resulted from, you know, this drag queen culture into this just kind of all-encompassing, freeing lingerie underwear label from that. So
and
what a journey.
Mm-hmm.
It was a journey. You know, the crazy thing about it is you know, even though it had its like roots in like, you know, the drag queen culture and partying and everything or whatever, that same type of self-expression is still relevant in the line today.
Absolutely.
How you can actually go in and, you know,
Design.
customize, you know, all of this fun stuff, you know, the different straps, the charms, embellishments, you know, so
Yeah.
Yeah, those.
Life
Right.
is too short for boring clothes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The thing that had always,
Cheers to that.
yeah, cheers to that. The thing that always got me
Right.
was seeing people come into our studio at the time in New York, being creative just the way you guys are, choosing embellishments, choosing their fabric, choosing all that stuff. But that couldn't be something that was mass produced. And so I had to kind of let go of that in order to feel like I can do something that could sustain myself at the time. So revisiting it, I wanted to create something that could be manufactured, but give somebody that same feeling of accomplishment and fun and design. So that's what I did.
Does it work in Miami?
Does
What?
it work in Miami?
Yes.
I actually did a show in Miami. I did lingerie and swim week. I was chosen as a new designer, did a fashion show there. A bunch of years. It was my first time doing
Awesome.
That's good. So here's the
I didn't
I
do
would've-
lingerie.
I would have had you guys in Celebrity Connected, which Victoria and Giselle have been to, had we had do it. When we were doing our last show, Gene was calling with me to see, do you think we're going to do the Emmys? I go, give me a week, I'll check back and we'll see what's going on. Because I'm so far in advance with what I know what's been canceled, I've already shifted to what I know how to make things work for certain people, which is the reason why a lot of people are calling me. I mean, I'm in the house by myself. I'm so exhausted from doing all this stuff. This is like a relief just doing a show because I love doing the shows, but Victoria would tell you, I like doing them in person. So I'm kind of getting used to this because I like the personalities. I know who you guys are. So when I have people I go by energy. And if I can't feel your energy, I don't know how I can help you. So I'm getting used to the Zoom part of stuff. But like Nathasha, I've talked to her on the phone, a couple other people in my drum corps world. And remember this, I've got the ages of 9 to 86. No one else in the world has got those demos. Nobody. And the reason I can say that, think of anybody who's been in a marching band, who's a performer, who's a dancer.
Yes, he was in the marching band.
Oh no.
Oh.
I marched
You
in a
guys
marching
are
band and I was in the drum corps. That's why my name is drum corps now.
I played bass, I played percussion in pretty much my whole life. I was in concert band, marching band, orchestra, all throughout college, member of Kappa Kappa Psi, National Honorary Band Fraternity, all that stuff. So music is, I'm not a practicing musician per se or whatever, but all my friends always like, you know what, we're gonna get you to sing something or play something. I'm like, that's nice. Okay, all right.
What you're saying.
Brush it off.
Hey,
Like,
you know what? What I tell people, us drummers bang harder. No one bangs harder than a drummer.
There you go.
Whoa.
It's all about the rhythm and the
That's
stroke
right.
of the stick.
I don't know what you girls were thinking about. We were talking about drumming.
Drums. Drums.
but like back to like,
Yeah, but see, like to the point, to Brian's point, I think that those online media really can show that energy, like can show people's energy. It really does translate, and people really do catch that, you know.
Yeah, and the whole thing is when people are calling me and reaching out to me, if they don't pick up the phone, I need to talk to you. I need to know who I'm dealing with.
Brian is not a texter. Brian is a call on the phone person. Like, just know that, accept it. It is what it is.
Well, no, you know what it is? Because
What, Brian?
no, you know what it is? I'm getting texts throughout the night from around the world.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I don't know who these people are. I want to know who you are.
You recognize them by the voice.
Yes, exactly. And then I go, so I hate to say, well, who is this? And I don't have your number in, because if your number's not on my phone, you're not important to me yet.
Yeah, there's something special about doing a show in person. Like, there just is. It's just better. It's just better. It is. But this is a really nice make do. It does feel like I'm getting to know you guys better. But man, I'm just going back to Nashville. Making that show was a blast. Doing the radio shows,
Well,
for
Victoria,
Movie
like I
Reviews
said,
and More.
I talked to the show before this, before the last one. I was talking to Unique LED lights. You know the lights that you have.
Yeah.
See, Victoria was supposed to be on that show, but she fell asleep or couldn't wake up.
Oh, I couldn't go to sleep last night, and so I took sleep. What do you call it? Like the Tylenol PM.
Oh, those
I
make
did
you
not
drowsy.
wake up, you guys. I slept like the dead.
By the way, Ryan, did you feel the earthquake yesterday?
Yes, I was awake. I was
heard about
awake.
it. I didn't. Somebody was talking about it, and I was like, "When did this happen?"
My life is like an
I
earthquake.
felt it. I was watching a show and I was by myself in the living room and like it started shaking. I'm like, and I'm not used to it like, at all. I'm like, what is this?
Oh my God, I've never experienced an earthquake ever.
Let me tell you, I can relate to because I'm an East Coast boy, so if the ground shakes, that means it's the end of the world for me. You know what I mean? Like I was like, my first experience with an earthquake in Los Angeles, I'm sitting in the studio and I see the chandelier starting to sway back and forth. I'm not thinking anything about it, and I'm talking to Amanda on the phone. And I'm like, yeah, and we had a contractor in here, and he just jumped up. He was like, yo, we just had an earthquake. And I was like, Amanda said, stop. I said, you don't have to tell me to stop. I'm already done that. I don't know about this thing with the ground shaking and opening up and eating people, but I'm not staying in the building. I'm going outside so I can have a fair chance to run in case the building gets swallowed or something.
Oh my God, that must be so scary.
Brian,
Hey, I wanted to see your lights.
can you see it?
Oh, I love your lights.
Wow.
So those lights from Unique LED products in Ohio, like my lights here and a couple other things that they gave me, we gave that to them as Lincoln Victoria's wedding anniversary.
It was so sweet. I had no idea it was coming. I knew we were doing a show for them, and I was expecting them to have like their little, like the nightlight version of it. And then they came out with this big old box, and they were like, "Hey, surprise!" And like, I was like, "Oh my God, that's so sweet." It was like honestly so thoughtful, and I still have it up in my house.
Well, I told them they said hi to you today as you were sleeping still.
Sorry.
No, the whole thing about that is, again, I find a lot of great products that I love that are sustainable, environmentally friendly. Today is Earth Day. I believe in saving the planet, because if we don't save the planet, we're not going to be here. Plain and simple. So
yeah,
when it comes to
the planet took a rebellion these past month.
Well,
so.
Yes, there's a lot of things going on, but I'm doing what I can to help, with a lot of things. And when I get on the property within the next 2 months, you'll be able to see all the stuff that I found. It's great technology that people have never seen from around the world. I've got so much great stuff sitting at the house that it would blow your mind. Water Berkey filters that takes the water from the air and recycles it and cleans it.
Like an ozone generator?
And all this stuff. It's called Berkey water filters. We have a lot of stuff for the arttomontague.com. So we got about 3 minutes left. Everybody go around and give me a couple songs that you really like, since you got a bunch of singers here. For me, I love my favorite song, if you know me, is Ain't Talking About Love by Van Halen. My second song is Let Me Go Rock and Roll by Kiss. And my third one is Hey Jude, the live version by the Beatles. Victoria, if you had to pick a couple songs that you really like that touched you, what would they be?
That's such a hard question, because
no, it's not. I just gave you 3 of mine.
Mood. What?
I just gave you 3 of mine.
Yeah, because you think about it, depends on what mood I'm in. Sometimes.
What mood are you in right now?
Ariana. Breathing, breathing. I don't know, something kind of like catchy and fun and poppy and simple and cute. I'm in that mood.
Okay.
And sometimes, let's see, when I feel like sometimes, lately I've been singing that Rapunzel song because it's damn relatable. When will my life begin? You know that one, when she's like stuck in the tower? I'm trying to think what other ones. I don't know. Sometimes I get on like a Lil Wayne kick.
Wayne kick.
Nathasha, what do you like? Give me 3 songs that you really like.
Oh my God. Well, right now I'm like super into like Spanish reggaeton music.
Oh, I
So
love
like,
reggaeton.
so like Bad Bunny is like up here right now for me. So
You got Spencer
guys
dancing
know?
already.
I know, I'm telling you, like, I'm always in a mood to dance, always. So I would have to pick, oh my God, Yo Perreo Sola. That is like the hypest song right now in the Spanish industry. Let me see. Let me think about an English song. Oh my God, I'll let you say Ariana Grande. I definitely love Breathing, but God is a Woman is that's a top.
That's a good song.
And oh, Demi Lovato. I really like Demi Lovato
No,
voice.
Demi's songs have Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez's new stuff have been really good. Demi Lovato's
Super
ballad,
good.
that song, what's that ballad that she did?
Anyone, the one that she sang at the Grammys.
Anyone.
Yes, that one. Yo, that one. Her voice is just. She's such an amazing vocalist.
She's
So
insane.
Anna, give me 3 5 songs that you like.
All right. The Girl from Panama. That was the song that made me pretty much move to Brazil.
Wait, which song?
Garota de Ipanema, or The Girl from Panama. You know, tall and tan and young and lovely. I'm not a singer.
Brazil
You
66,
sound
Sergio
great.
Mendes.
Yeah. Then Billie Eilish, Bad Guy, which is, I think, still popping right now. And then I think for TikTok lovers, I don't know what the song is, but like TikTok really makes you like, makes the song to get stuck in your head. What's the song for the challenge when they're like, do 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 woo, ba 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 da da woo, and then there's like girl jumping on the guy. Do you know what I'm talking about? No?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Come on, sing
It's
it.
the
what is
Whoa
that?
song. The Whoa. No,
Whoa.
Whoa. I know what you're talking about.
Amanda and Spencer, give me a song really quickly that you guys like.
Hi. I don't sing. Spence is great at it, so
So they
he'll
say.
do it. He'll do it.
So they say.
But we have music that we play all the time in the studio, so we really like Lion Babe.
Sexy Please by Lion Babe. It's an awesome freaking song. Matter of fact, that whole album, Cosmic Wind, is awesome. I'm not gonna sing it.
You're not. I gave you the whole your pre.
Oh, you prefaced it for me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
God.
But that's okay. Hey,
That's
everybody,
fine.
give your social media links real quickly. We got like 30 seconds. Anna, go.
Okay, so we love Polo and Pan, and we listen to the entire album, but we like Nana. We love Polo and Pan. It's a lot of French music.
Yeah, it's French. It's like French, like disco